China is expected to surpass the United States to become the world's biggest aviation market.
Almost a year after the C919 made its maiden commercial flight, there have been almost 1,100 orders of the Chinese homegrown jet.
By 2042, China is expected to account for 20% of the world's airplane demand.
China wants to become an aviation powerhouse by the year 2050, and it will do so by building a network of world-class aviation enterprises and hubs across its major cities.
Just 40 years ago, air travel in China was nothing like it is today. Back then, airports were pretty basic. There were only a handful of airlines and fewer than 100 airports. And most flights were domestic only. Fast forward to today, and it's a whole different world. China now has hundreds of airports, high-tech terminals, and some of the busiest airlines globally. China's airport infrastructure is just amazing. From 2020 to 2035, they're building an average of 10 to 14 airports each year. Today we are at the T5 of XI'An Airport. It just opened actually a few months ago. Construction started in 2021 and it was open to the public in February 2025, meaning just a few months ago. And it's already becoming a very important transportation hub here in this region.
Now, by 2037, the country will have 1.6 billion plane journeys every year. And to cope with all that travel, China is building hundreds of new airports across the country.
China is becoming a major force in global aviation. The country has the biggest domestic air travel market, even larger than the United States since 2020. In 2024, the airline industry worldwide was worth $548 billion. This year, China's share of the global aviation industry is expected to be from 15 to 20%. This is thanks to its huge number of passengers, growing number of planes, and expanding flight services. XI'An Airport has currently 4 different terminals. This is the newest one. This is T5. It has an area of 700,000 square meters. It actually almost quadruples the total area of the other 3 terminals combined. In China, number 4 means bad luck, so they don't really use for floors or buildings. So they have T1, T2, T3, and they jump to T5. It's the very first airport in China that actually has a T5. No other airport in this country has a T5 or a Terminal 5 of this massive space.
力争到2050年建成一批世界一流的航空企业和世界一流的航空枢纽，国际航空枢纽功能体系进步的完善，支撑我国建设保障有利、人民满意、竞争一流的交通强国。
China wants to keep up with its booming economy and its huge travel demand, so it's going all in on building next-level airports. In recent years, China has unveiled several remarkable new airports, like the Beijing Daxing Airport opened in 2019, followed by the Chengdu Tianfu Airport and Qingdao Jiaodong Airport in 2021. The satellite terminal of Shenzhen Airport also began operations in 2021. These projects are among the most impressive additions to China's rapidly growing aviation network. The budget for this airport was $6.5 billion. Right now, it handles up to 50 million passengers per year. But listen to this, they're ready to handle up to 83 million passengers per year by 2030. But they will also be able to manage up to 1 million tons of cargo per year. But the country is not just building world-class airports all around the country. They are aiming higher. For years, the government has been pushing to develop its own commercial airliner, hoping to reduce reliance on foreign companies and grow its aviation industry.
每年的话要成百上千亿的都花在这个买飞机上，我们现在要花更多的钱来研制、制造自己的飞机。
COMAC, short for Commercial Aircraft Corporation of China, was set up to help the country rely less on big foreign players like Boeing and Airbus. Its main project, the C919, is the answer to the Boeing 737 and Airbus A320. It started flying domestic routes in May 2023. It can carry up to 192 passengers and has already racked up over 1,000 orders, mostly from major Chinese airlines.
This is also a very green airport. They're using a lot of natural light via the skylights on the ceilings. They also have large glass walls that allow the natural light come to the airport. When they were renewing one of the main runways, they actually used the concrete of the runway to make it powder, and they use it in some of the tiles of the airport. So basically, these tiles in the airport, they also using the materials that were part of the original airport.
But China's amazing airport achievements are not possible without cooperation with international partners. German firms like Siemens and FMT, which supplied the baggage handling system and boarding bridge, and French company Thales, which with Chinese partners developed the biometric passenger flow solution.
The baggage handling system is also rated among China's most advanced. They're aiming to achieve almost zero misrouting, and you can see they're basically using all these automatic machines where you actually check in and drop your luggage, meaning there'll be need of less human intervention in this process.
The phenomenal growth of China's aviation market as Chinese tourist numbers surge along with their living standards.
As Chinese incomes and living standards rise, travel has surged. In 2024, average disposable income hit about $5,800 per person, up 5.3% from 2023, giving households more to spend on trips. That same year, people took 5.6 billion domestic journeys, a 14.8% increase over 2023, and spent $251 billion abroad, making China the world's top source of outbound tourism spending.
I know what you're going to say. That airport looks empty, there's nobody over there. And yeah, that's quite true. But the reason for that is because they just opened recently this massive airport. They're actually transitioning some of the flights to this terminal. All the international flights are leaving and arriving at this terminal, including the flights to Macau, Hong Kong, and Taiwan. If you're enjoying the content from my channel, a good way to support is like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also remember to hit the bell button so you know the next time we upload a new video about life in China. This airport has 4 runways that can actually receive big airplanes like the A380. The first day of operation of this terminal, the airport received 10,000 passengers with over 100 flights. That was just the day 1 of operation of this terminal. That's incredible.
The construction and operation of this massive 700,000 square meters terminal is generating tens of thousands of direct and indirect jobs in areas like construction, retail, logistics, and aviation services, while sending a signal to global investors that Northwest China is open for business.
Building an airport in China is something quite interesting. You have partners like Huawei that actually has helped this airport to embrace automation, cloudification, and smart systems for the operations of the airport.
T5 even includes the world's first museum located within an airport terminal, showcasing more than 100 Shang-Chi artifacts right in the terminal. That means layovers become mini cultural stops. Travelers are more likely to extend their time in XI'An, which boosts spending on local hotels, restaurants, and attractions like the Terracotta Warriors.
When they were building this airport, they found underneath 4,000 tombs and more than 20,000 relics that are now exhibited in that huge museum within the airport. This is actually believed to be the very first museum built within an airport terminal. And it's actually huge. It's 6,000 square meters. Oh my God, I really can't believe this is an actual airport. Look at these beautiful designs and small buildings, kind of ancient buildings within the airport. This serves as a museum. all this ancient pottery was found right underneath one of the runways when they were doing the excavations and the construction, the building process of the airport.
The terminal also offers a range of thoughtful amenities like quiet lounges, nap pods, and family zones, designed to make the journey smoother and more comfortable.
Here at XI'An Airport, you can also find these kind of small pods where you can actually take a rest. They're very affordable. It's only 30 renminbi per hour, and I wanna take a look and check out how they look like here. Okay, already paid. It's automatically open. Now I have access to this small kind of room. It actually looks very basic. It's just a bed, just to take a nap perhaps and rest. Here is also what it looks like, a fan. Yeah, it's a fan. You even have a small window to nowhere. You cannot, it says you cannot smoke here. Basic amenities. Okay, I'm assuming this is changed after somebody's using it. You have a reading light. You also have an outlet to plug and charge your phone or computer. It's not soundproof, so basically you can still hear what's going on outside. The thing is quite private, so for taking a nap, I think it works very well. Okay, I'm gonna take a nap. Bye-bye. Now we're ready to go back to Shenzhen from T5, and in this area we found a very nice and convenient cart that helps you take the luggage within the terminal. It's nice, a lot of technology. You have one big screen in front of you, I guess that's for advertising. And in this side, you'll have a big touch screen with the information. So first, you need to put your flight number. It's only in Chinese apparently, which is not that convenient if you don't use or don't speak Chinese. Information about the airport, some entertainment system. You have also some charging ports if you want to charge your phone while you are moving around. And here the space to place your luggage and maybe some small items here. That's quite convenient. So all around the airport, we also have these kind of huge information screens where you can find the boarding gates, the list of flights, maybe some restaurants, bathroom, transportation, Wi-Fi information about the airport. And something cool, you can also use Face ID to scan your face and show you the information about your flight. Right away, it showed me the information going from XI'An to Shenzhen, where I live, the duration of the flight, basically all the information, my seat number, also the boarding gate, which is right here, 111. This is another level. Like, I'm just passing by and I saw this screen here, which actually has a camera, and then just scan my face and show the flight information on it. It's gonna come again, look. And oh, it actually shows you the route to get to your boarding gate. Like, it's 5 minutes walking and then you reach the boarding gate.
That's the smoking area. People here in China smoke a lot, so that's where you can smoke.